Gary Gates, and I'm here with Texas Citizens Coalition. Today we're spending a few minutes with Chairman Bonnen, and glad to have you here with us today.
Thrilled to be here. Appreciate the invitation.
And now in this session, you are chair of House Ways and Means. And is this your first time as chair of House Ways and Means?
This is the first time to chair the Ways and Means Committee. I've chaired other committees in previous sessions, but this is the first time to chair the Ways and Means Committee.
And what are probably the top issues that you're going to be dealing with in House and Ways and Means?
The biggest issues are great news for Texas taxpayers, and that'll be figuring out what is the most appropriate and effective tax cuts to make to create the greatest return to the Texas taxpayer. And what I'm trying to base our policy on is what will create the greatest return to the Texas economy.
And the other issue that is going to be coming, or you're going to be dealing a lot with, is border security or the funding?
Yes, sir. We're dealing with border security. I'm very excited. Tomorrow, House Bill 11, the border security bill will be on the floor in the House. Today we passed House Bill 10, which addresses human trafficking, which is quite candidly modern day slavery. And so I'm very proud that the first two measures that the Texas House will pass will be cracking down on human trafficking and addressing the issue of border security. And so I think the people of Texas can be proud to know that the first issues off the Texas House floor are the #1 issues in this state.
Right. If you had one message you would like to tell the people of Texas, what would that be?
I think what I'd tell the people of Texas is that they are very lucky to live in Texas, because everyone here in Austin, Texas that's elected by the people is very proud to be a Texan and understands the great significance of the responsibility when we walk into that Capitol, that we're here to represent them and be their voice and make sure that we don't let Texas turn into Washington, D.C., and make certain that Texas continue to be the #1 state in the nation in job creation, the #1 economy in our nation, and that we know that if you sit back and brag about how well you're doing, someone will run behind you, get beside you, and run out in front of you. So it's important for the people of Texas to know that we're very proud and we boast about the success we have in Texas, but we're very focused on making sure that the way you stay the #1 state in this great nation is you stay focused on watching the competition behind you and staying way in front of them. And that's why we want to have, which is constitutionally required, people forget that, but in Texas we're blessed. We must balance our budget. We don't have a printing press in the back hall in the Capitol. We have to balance our budget. It's a responsibility of this Constitution, and we're proud of that. And that we can provide tax relief and we can meet core responsibilities to our citizens. And we can do all of that because we have a great economy and we have a great workforce and we have great investment in our state. But we have to continue doing the things to make Texas #1 and not simply brag about it.
Thank you very much for taking a few minutes to give your message and spend here with us with Texas Citizens Coalition.
Well, I appreciate the Texas Citizens Coalition taking the time to allow us the opportunity to visit with people and let them get to know us a little bit and get to know what our priorities are this legislative session. Thank you for doing this.